Hi everybody, it's Heather from Cottontail Crafts. I have another video of what I got made this week. For the first couple of days I didn't really crochet anything because I really wanted to concentrate on cleaning up this room. I'm almost done. There's a few more things I want to do. I did buy some yarn storage. I already did my yarn unboxing, which is the last video that I uploaded to my channel. I got my yarn storage yesterday, so I did put that together. Now I just got to put my yarn away. And I did get a electric yarn winder. It's still in the box. I haven't unboxed it yet. I want to do a video of me unboxing it and winding some yarn and doing like a kind of like a review on it. So that'll be a future video. My craft room makeover will be another video. So I was really busy with doing my room this week. But I did manage to get some crochet done. So the first thing I did was I made some more mini birds because I got some gray in my yarn order. So these turned out so cute. They're little cockatiels. So how many did I make? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. I made 10. I made 10 little cockatiels. So it's the same pattern as the one I've been doing all along. I just changed up my yarn colors, and for the cockatiel, I actually looked at a cockatiel online. And they have these little tufts. So normally the tufts go this way, but I did them, instead of going in the side of the head and coming out in the middle and going out the other side, I went from front to back because I wanted his tufts to be like a little mohawk, I guess. But look at the little red cheeks. Aren't they cute? So I made 10 little cockatiels. Here. Let's get a picture of me holding some of them because I might want to make this my thumbnail. So cute. Okay. Then I had an order for a blue axolotl and a purple axolotl, and I didn't have any left in my stock at all, so I made a blue axolotl and I made a purple one. This pattern is Crochet by Jenna, so I made a blue and I made a purple. Then I was kind of in the mood to do more axolotls. So for my market stash, I did another purple and another blue. Then I decided to do a green. Then I did kind of like a yellow and a honey mustard. And then the last one I did was kind of like pink. Well, it's not really a light pink, it's more like a light salmon. I find the Michaels yarn, the Chenille Home Slim and the Sweet Snuggles Light, you're kind of limited in your colors. But I like using the Michaels yarn for the axolotls. That makes them just a little bit bigger. I charge $15 for these, and I've only ever made 3, but I sold all 3. So I made 7 axolotls in total. Then, after my video my last crochet video of the dinosaurs and the struggle that I had with those patterns, I decided to revisit All From Jade because I love her patterns. And I decided to revisit Sabrina the Spider. And I wanted to do like a rainbow color spider. And this is a great way to use up your scraps. So I did this one. I did blue eyes on him. Look at him. He's so cute. His little fangs. So I made Sabrina the Spider. And I used Parfait Chunky for this. And a 5mm hook. Her patterns are the best. So yeah, after my frustrations last week, I decided I'm going back to All From Jade. And then I felt like making another spider. And I got some new eyes off of AliExpress, which I thought would look really good on this pattern. He turned out so cool. I used Michael's yarn for this, so it turned out a little bit bigger. But look at those eyes. I used kind of like a rust color, and then I did a variegated black, and I did his fangs in black. So cute. I love these eyes. I might have to get some more. I only ordered, I think 20 pieces, which is 10 pairs, or maybe I only ordered 10 pieces, which is 5 pairs. But these eyes, the backs were different than the ones I normally have, and I found these eyes really easy to get on. I just put them on with my hands. I didn't have to hammer them with a mallet. So I might have to go back and order some more eyes, but I don't know. I've got a lot of eyes to use up, so maybe I'll just save these eyes for my spiders. But he turned out so cool. I love him. Okay. Then everybody's doing these dragons. I wanted to get on the dragon train. So I went on Etsy and I looked at dragon patterns. And I didn't want to do a big one. So this, I believe, is from Red Mills Crochet on Etsy. And so she has a dinosaur bundle that has like a small, medium, and large dinosaur. And then she has other dinosaurs where they're just, you just buy the size you want. So I bought the sleeping baby. I think it's called Darling Baby Dragon. So I bought the smallest dragon that she had. And I read through the whole pattern. And it looked not too bad. So I crocheted the head, I crocheted the body, set them aside. Then you crochet his horns, and then you crochet his 3 spikes. So I did all the horns, all the spikes, set them aside. Then I did the front legs, set those aside. Then I did the back feet, set those aside. And then I went to do the thighs. And I can't remember which round it was. I think it was the last round. Anyway, you're supposed to do 60 creases and 9 single crochets. And I ended up with 15 stitches. And she had 18 stitches at the end of the round. So I still had 3 leftover stitches. So I knew it kind of had to be a typo. So I messaged her. And I got an automated message back, which is fine because it answered my question. So I did the thighs, set them aside. So then I'm like, okay, so I'm gonna start piecing him together. So I pieced him together. And I didn't embroider the eyes on, like the sleeping eyes. I totally love how he turned out. And I like him because he's not super huge. If I had bought the big pattern, I would have had to charge a lot of money. And I find the really expensive stuff doesn't sell. I'm not sure where I'm going to price him at because it was my first time making him. And I probably spent between 4 to 5 hours. So I sewed his head onto his body. I sewed his ears on. I sewed his horns on. I sewed his spikes on. Sewed his front feet on, his back feet on. Like, this is one piece, the thigh is one piece, and the foot is one piece. So you sew the thigh on, and then you sew the foot to the thigh. No problems there. The tail is just, there's two tail options. There's option 1, option 2. I think I chose option 1. I think, I can't remember. But anyway, I didn't want it to be like totally elaborate, crazy. So I kind of went with the simpler tail of the two. I embroidered on the snout. And I saved the wings for last. So when I went to crochet the wings, and they're just flat. And I'm not used to crocheting flat objects. And I crocheted away, it just was not coming out the way the picture showed. And I was really struggling with the wings, so I messaged her again. And when did I message her? Saturday morning or Friday morning? Must have been Friday morning. Anyway, I still have not heard back from her, but I did figure it out eventually. I actually set it aside. I was getting frustrated. I was just feeling very stupid. Like, I felt like I've been crocheting long enough to know, like, I should be able to figure this stuff out. But sometimes it's just the way the pattern's written or how it's worded. Anyway, I put it aside for like a whole day. I didn't touch it. And that's when I went to All From Jade, the Spider. It put me in my Zen zone, made me happy. And then I went back to the dragon wings yesterday morning. I had a good night's sleep. And I just took my time. I did figure it out, but like I said, I still haven't heard back from her. I realize not everybody is glued to their devices. So I'm going to give it at least a week, and hopefully she'll get back to me, because I feel like if you're making patterns, like, you should answer your questions. But I'm going to give it a couple more days, at least a week. But like, I would never leave a bad review. But again, I wish they had video tutorials for the tricky bits. But I do like how the wings turned out. Now, I thought about taking some eyelash yarn, some faux fur, and doing like maybe accents on the wings or maybe down the tail. But I decided to leave it just kind of plain. Now, the wings did call for another color. So there's 4 colors in this design. But I just chose to keep the wings the same color as the dragon. I mean, if you look at real dragons, like in the movies and stuff like that, they're pretty much one color, right? So, and I just wanted to keep it simple. But I probably will make another one, and I'll know what I'm doing the second time. Like, there'll be no issues. And I did debate on doing the sleeping eyes because it looked super cute. But I've got all these pretty eyes from AliExpress, so, and I chose, it kind of looks like reptile scales, which I think is super cool. And I usually use these eyes on my geckos, like if I were to make a snake. I just think it's really, really cool. So this is Red Mills Crochet on Etsy. And I didn't really look through her shop to see what else she had, but I just wanted to jump on the dragon train because everybody seems to be doing the dragons, or like the, what do you call it? Nessa monster or whatever. I'm glad I bought the small one because I don't think I could get the money for the big one. And of course I did it in my favorite color, turquoise. I did Parfait Chunky, and I did 5mm hook. I use 5mm for all my Parfait Chunky. For the Michaels yarn, I use 5.5mm hook. And Bernat Blanket, I use a 6.5mm hook. A size 7 yarn, I believe I use a 9mm hook. But I've only made a few items in the size 7 yarn. I made a spider, I made 2 turtles, and I made a bee. And none of my size 7 stuff has sold. So I'm not going to go crazy with the jumbo yarn, I don't think. But I think he's really, really cool. And I hope he sells quick. We'll see. I might want to do a girly dragon in, you know, maybe pinks. I think that would look really cool, but I think a little kid's gonna want him and cause a fit if they don't get him. Like, I can see that happening. So that's it for this week. Like I said, I just have a little bit left to do to my room, and then I'll have that craft room makeover video for you. And then maybe tomorrow I'll unbox my yarn winder, unbox it, set it up, and like wind some yarn. And then I'll have that video for you. So this is going to be a short video this week. I'll have to give him a name. I'm not sure, but I'll think of something. What was the name of the dragon in Dragonheart, where the Sean Connery played the voice of the dragon? Maybe I'll name him that. But he's so cute. Love him. So, have a great day, everybody. We'll talk to you real soon. Bye. What are you doing? I think you're crazy. I think you're crazy. Milo. Milo, what you doing? What you doing? Crazy. You crazy.